Howdy y'all, and welcome into Wylie Sports Guy today on May 28th, 2025. I'm your host Clayton. Let's today get into today's recap. We'll start off last night with the NHL in Game 4 of Edmonton versus Dallas. It started off well for Edmonton as Leon Draisaitl hit another goal with an assist from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Corey Perry. Jason Robertson would end up scoring his second goal of the postseason finally in the second period with a power play goal with assists from Thomas Harley and Mikael Granlund. But then it would be Edmonton from the end of the second period to the third period as usual, as former Dallas star Corey Perry would hit the power play goal with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and McDavid getting the assist. And then in the third period, it was all Edmonton yet again. Kapanen got a goal with assists from Kulak and Draisaitl, and then Enrique with an assist from McDavid and Wallman. And Edmonton is now up 3-1 in the series, going into Game 5 tomorrow night in Dallas. This is a must-win game for Dallas. If not, they will unfortunately be yet again so close to the Stanley Cup final for the third year in a row. And then tonight, also Florida looks to move on to the Stanley Cup final tonight against Carolina. If they win tonight, they will officially go back-to-back in the Stanley Cup, representing the Eastern Conference. Let's now head into the NBA, where last night were Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals happened down in Indianapolis. The score at half was the Pacers 69 and the Knicks 64. But then it was all Pacers once again, as they now have the 3-1 series advantage against the Knicks going into Game 5 at MSG tomorrow night. Pacers won it 130 to 121 on a triple-double night from Tyrese Halliburton. Threw up 32 points, 15 assists, 12 boards, and 4 steals. What a night for Halliburton. Siakam came in pretty good as well with 30 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, and a block. But Mathurin came in with 20 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Neesmith had 16 with a couple of steals, and assists, and 3 rebounds. Turner had 13 with 2 steals, and assists, and 3 rebounds. McConnell with 6, Toppin with 5, Nembhard with 3, Bradley with 3, and Shepherd with 2. While for the Knicks, Brunson led the way with 31 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Towns had 24, Anunoby had 22, Bridges had 17, Hart had 12, Mitchell Robinson had 6, Miles McBride had 5, and then Wright had 3, Shamet had 3, and Achua only had a rebound on his name. The Thunder look to win their series tonight. They look to head to the NBA Finals tonight against the Timberwolves at home at the Paycom Center in OKC. That game gets going at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. We will now head into the MLB, where we check in on the Texas Rangers in their second game of the series at home against the Toronto Blue Jays last night. Not a lot of scoring happened in the beginning of the game. While the beginning of the game was kind of a tough thing to look at for Ranger fans, because Nathan Eovaldi only threw 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts because he had to leave the game in the second due to some triceps fatigue. But according to the Texas Rangers training staff, he should be good to go for his next start here in just a few days. So out of the bullpen, Jake Latz came in, threw 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Armstrong came in with 1.2 innings pitched, 2 walks. Milner came in with a .1 inning pitch. Luke Jackson came in the 8th and gave him 1 inning pitch and 1 walk. And then Robert Garcia got the save with 1 inning pitch and 2 strikeouts. Luke Jackson would end up getting the win. Chad Green for the Blue Jays would get the loss, and Robert Garcia would get the save. The runs wouldn't get scored until the bottom of the 8th after a Josh Young RBI single. That would score Sam Haggerty. And then a crazy play at the end near the bottom of the 8th. Josh Young steals second, but at the time Wyatt Langford was trying to go home, but the throw went wide as Alejandro Kirk tried to throw it over to Addison Barger, but he sails it into left field. That would easily score Langford. That would also move Josh Young to third base. So the Rangers get a big win. They look to win the series tonight at 7:05 against the Blue Jays. Tyler Mahle will be on the mound tonight for the Texas Rangers. Let's also catch up with the Dallas Wings real fast, who finally got their first win of the season last night as Paige Bueckers had her return to Connecticut. Of course, you all know she used to play with the UConn Huskies. And man, she had a great night last night, putting up 21 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Arike Ogunbowale came up with 19, 4 assists, 3 boards, and 6 steals. Whoa. Carrington had 16 with a block and 3 rebounds. Seegers had 12 for herself. Charles had 10. James had 9. Hines Allen had 8. McGowan had 5. Quinterly had 5. 2 for Smith. 2 for Baseloader? I have no idea. I absolutely butchered that name. And then Harris had 3 assists with a board. Dallas will now look to go into Chicago as we will have the first matchup between Paige Bueckers and Angel Reese. That goes on Thursday night at 7 p.m. on Prime Video. Moving on to other DFW sports, FC Cincinnati is at FC Dallas tonight at 6:30 on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV+. And then also tomorrow, the Memorial Tournament starts tomorrow as Wyndham Clark, Jordan Spieth, Tom Hodge, and Scotty Scheffler are all in the field for this weekend's tournament. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we'll get you ready to preview the Women's College World Series, as that will be getting ready to go tomorrow. We'll give you those previews of those games yet again like we did on Monday, but I'll make sure to remind y'all of it. And then also Friday is the start of the NCAA Baseball Regionals, which I am so excited for. We'll also cover the Rangers. Get ready for what's going to happen in Game 5 with the Stars. But, ladies and gentlemen, like I always say, keep God first. Don't mess with Texas. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about Wylie Sports Guy. We'd love to give you all these great content. And go check out our short form content that will be happening over on our Instagram page, so you can get a quick little short form recap if you don't want to hear me rambling on for a while now. But also go check out Joe with Clayton. New podcast comes out Friday. And then we also got a brand new skit featuring our 2 new characters that me and my co-producer Mike created. I will be the kid, the character known as Wyatt. He's the character known as Stu. And go check out our Game 1 skit of the Dallas Stars and their epic comeback against the Edmonton Oilers. Well, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. Bye-bye.